This week on Sheila's 4, Philippa has a close call with her neighbour.
I thought she was going to shout.
And Kat causes a fallout.
Arguing over a stupid cat?
So this week, I hit up 500,000 subscribers on my YouTube account. And yesterday, I secured another client. Organisation wants more young people to get more interested in politics and believes my graphics will help them do so.
I had a perusal of your channel and your Instagram portfolio. You are remarkably talented.
Know that.
Well done, Simon. I mean, I think it's great when people find a way to monetize their creative skills. So how's everyone else's week been? Mildred, you've been very quiet.
It would have been Albert and my 57th wedding anniversary on Tuesday. Just when I think I'm coming to terms with his death, something just happened, you know? And it just hit me all over again like it was yesterday.
Wow. 57 years. I mean, that's longer than any of us have been alive. Mildred, it's only been 4 years. I don't know that we ever fully come to terms with a loss as deep as this.
Some days I think about him more than others, especially since lockdown. It's been a lot harder. But part of me is glad he was spared this. You know, he was always running here and running there and doing this and doing that. I don't know how he would have coped with being locked up in the house. Everybody was nice though. One of the girls sent me a basket of chocolates and the other sent me some beautiful cupcakes. I ain't so much into the flowers, you know, but I like anything you could eat. Then they both called me and we had a little party on the computer.
That's lovely.
And the Goldies group from church sent me a box with all these different kind of teas. Half the names I never even hear about. But I had one of them this morning. And it smelled funny, but it ain't taste too bad. Yeah. Everybody did what they could, you know?
Mildred, would you mind telling us how you met Albert?
Oh, he did one of my brother friends. And I did like him real bad, but he was a lot older than me, so I didn't think he would show me no interest. But then he had a cousin that they see how I did always look at he, and she knew that I did like he. And the funny thing is, she knew that he did like me too, but he thought I was too young.
What's the age difference?
He did 11 years older than me.
Mantha.
What?
Just ignore it. Please continue.
That is it, really. My mother did like him real bad because he was a real handsome fella. My father did think he was too short. He was an inch shorter than me.
Do you have any photos?
What do you want to see?
I, for one, am most intrigued as to the outward form of the superannuated gentleman.
What I mean?
Oh, please do share some photos with us, if it's not too much trouble.
All right. Let me go and get the album. I was looking through it all day yesterday. Excuse me.
Shall I apprise you with what betided my week? After inaugurating my own business less than 2 years ago, this week I launched the procedure of filing for IPO.
Impressive.
IPO so soon after setting up. Well done, Amon.
That's great.
Indeed, it is spectacular. Another maneuver towards obtaining prominence in my sphere.
Philippa, anything stand out for you this week? I have to say, I love the colour of your lipstick.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, something very odd happened. I take out parcels for my neighbor. Lately, she's been out a lot, and ever since lockdown, it's really no big deal. But on Tuesday, I had a parcel coming in for me. So, well, I accidentally opened up her parcel, and inside of it was a lot of phones. I mean, there is like 300 phones in there. So I sealed it back up to the best of my abilities and told her the next time I saw her.
And how did she respond?
Well, she just stared at me. I thought she was going to shout, but she stared for a long time, and then she smiled and said, "No worries." But I could tell it was not a real smile.
She's selling knockoff phones.
Or maybe it's totally legit. I mean, could she be working part-time for a phone company?
Nah. Why would the company send her all those phones? Nah, man. She's into drugs, and the phones are a cover.
Hi, how quickly we've gone from knockoff phones to drugs. I mean, shall we throw mass murder in there while we're at it?
When it lost me though, she hiding drugs in the phone?
No one knows anything about drugs or knockoff phones. This could all be perfectly innocent.
Well, that's what I initially thought, until I got up to go to the restroom at 2 a.m.
Old woman bladder.
When I did at school, they had this boy that would always pull up my pigtails. And when we was in the playground, he did always call me Millie Big Bottom. He was always being mean to me. Well, he never told me nothing at school, but I remember seeing him again, once we was grown men and women. I was back in Barbados on holiday, and I did done married to Albert at the time. But you know what he tell me? Rupert. He didn't Rupert. He tell me that he didn't like me, and that all them times he did pull my hair and call me names, it was because he didn't know how to tell me he liked me. He didn't like me real bad, but he didn't know how to say it.
That's an interesting story, Mildred. Is there any reason why you felt the sudden urge to interrupt Philippa to share that with us?
Oh, Philippa, sweetheart, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Yes, that was very rude. I beg your pardon. All I did mean was, Simon remind me of Rupert. The way he does always got something mean to say about you. I think he must like you,
That isn't too preposterous a proposition, I presume.
Simon, would you like to respond to Mildred's observation?
I'm not taking the bait, Sheila. I'm not taking the bait.
Simon, it's clear you've been doing something else these past weeks during our calls. It really is beneficial to all of us if you remain present during the sessions.
Happy?
Very much so. Philippa, now you'd got up to go to the loo. Please continue.
Yeah, I just started a 30-day water challenge. That's why I got up. There's nothing wrong with my 27-year-old bladder. Thank you. But when I went back to bed, there was talking in the corridor. And so I went to go look through my spy hole. And I could see two men, well, at least I think they were men, with my neighbor. And I couldn't really tell. They're wearing black hoodies. And they had their backs to me.
What transpired next?
Well, one of them had the box of phones, or at least I think it was the box of phones. And the other one was talking in it with his hands, and it was very agitated. My neighbor was with them, and she looked sad or scared. I couldn't really tell.
We're being threatened for compromising the merchandise, or did I say you compromising the merchandise? Your neighbor is probably just the middleman, woman.
Please don't say that, Simon. Anyways, another parcel came for her today, and she usually picks it up between 6:15 and 6:30, but today she didn't come. So I went over to knock on her door, and before the session, and there was no answer.
Definitely lying dead in the flat.
Approximately 297 people are found dead in their homes in the UK each day, though the vast majority of these are due to ailments or accidents as opposed to murder.
Philippa, there really is no need to worry. There could be several good reasons she's not there.
Or one very bad reason.
Hyman!
Philippa, you mentioned a 30-day water challenge. Can you expand on this concept as it's unknown to me?
Yeah. So it's when you drink a gallon of water a day. No sweet drinks, no alcohol. I started last weekend, and I don't think I'm going to continue throughout the whole 30-day process, but so far it's been good. Amon? Was that a little bed in the back of your room when I saw when you logged on?
Affirmative.
Oh, this is exciting. So you're keeping her? Does that mean that she's now a member of this group?
Nah, can't be. Sheila has limited it to 4 attendees.
I do believe she was referring to human beings.
She never stipulated that. Cat can't be a member.
We are referring to an animal, Simon. It's nugatory.
I don't know what that means, and I don't care. You can't have more than 4 members, and new members certainly can't join halfway through.
Well, maybe she can be a co-counselor with Sheila.
Don't be an idiot.
Kind, respectful, gentle.
These people for real, though? Arguing over a stupid cat?
Mildred, I see you've got some photos there. Are they of Albert? Would you like to share them with us?
Oh, yes. Well, Dad did the tour on we wedding day. You see? And then, let me show you another one. This did we getting out the car. That's the car we had for we wedding. And then when I want to see the cake, look, that's the cake there. You see? His sister did make the cake for we. And I'm going to show one of my favorite ones. Hold on. I'm going to show you the favorite one. This one right here. So that one there, like somebody peeping through the keyhole that week. That is my favorite one.
Next week on Sheila's 4, Simon takes control.
Let's start with you, my dear.
And Sheila is hiding something.
It's fine.